The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow down 31, Nasdaq's off 19, S&P's are down 6.5. Gold is off 820 at 1,059. You get silver down 12 cents, $13.80. Bonds, the 10-year is down 3 ticks, 30 is off 5. King dollar up 182 ticks at 98.35. And needless to say, we're kicking into 2016.
This might be a low volatility day, right? Looks like it, at least.
It should be,
Yeah.
you know. And then when you look at the DAX in Germany, I was really surprised. The DAX in Germany gave back everything that it gained yesterday.
Yes.
It was up 1%, gave back 1%. The FTSE is giving back about 75% of yesterday. So that's going to be really intriguing if we even give back more than half. I mean, we're up $1.90 yesterday.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
You know, so we'll see where this shakes out, and if in fact the volume expands or not. So the S&Ps, I heard that coming into work this morning, we're 19 points up. So if it goes down 19 points, the S&Ps will be flat for the year.
Okay.
Yeah. One more day.
Yeah.
You know.
It's not much.
No, it's not. It's not. And the way that this has been trading, you can do it in a heartbeat.
Right.
Let's go over to the oil market, because when we take a look at oil out here, this oil market looks like it's going to go after its lows again, which is just a mind blower. CLG6 now, and I believe the oil numbers do come out this morning.
Yeah, 10:30, right?
It's going to be close. Yeah, so we've hit 36.71 on this contract this morning. 35.35, I think, is the low. Yeah, 35.35 is the low on this contract. The high of that low is 36.10. So you can expect we're gonna. Thank you, Jay. Yeah, 10:30.
Yep.
So 10:30 this morning. There's going to be some numbers here, and it gave up quite a bit. If we go over to, I think, let's take a look inside the Dow. Oh, look at Apple's. Apple's the culprit out here this morning. So Apple's down $1.11. That's the laggard in the Dow. CVX, Chevron's next at 63 down. Intel 19, that's nothing. JP Morgan's 34. The leader right now out here is GE. That's up 15 cents. You got 3M up 57. Microsoft's up 14, and United Technology is up 19. Inside the NDX 100, what we have, the leader is Tesla, up 350. Laggard is American Airlines, down 82 cents. INCY is off 140. Netflix is down 170. You know, I got to find this equity. We were talking about this. Who's the guy that raised all the prices, then ended up getting indicted?
Shkreli.
Okay.
Yeah.
So his company, let me see if I can find it. The company that he had just taken over, and the stock went from like $1 to $45, just filed for bankruptcy this morning.
That he was the CEO of.
Yes, exactly.
Time,
he had come in, said he was going to do this, do that. But what a mess, man. I mean, you know, you're talking about just, I can just imagine there's someone that got stuck and bought stock at.
Oh, right. No, for sure.
Oh, my God.
Yep.
If anyone in the den knows that symbol, if you can just put it in there, that'd be great. I had it this morning. It's KRBS, I think. Hey, let me see. KR. No, that's not it. I'll find it.
That was almost Kieran Beverages. Kieran Beer.
oh, I love Kieran Beer.
I know. That was it.
Yeah. Let's go take a look at Apple and see what's happening with Apple out here this morning. So Apple got a little pop yesterday. Down $1, nothing much. It really hasn't moved.
How about natural gas? What's natural gas?
Yeah, let's see.
I was listening to, of course, Andy Hecht on your show last night, which was nice, and then I was listening to his Commodities Hour last night, and he was going over natural gas, and he made a really good case for it to be bearish, natural gas, even with this type of a pop.
Yeah.
Just in terms of a long term, to be careful of getting caught up in that. Just talking about the reserves and how many reserves are available
right
for basically for supply to meet demand for
Okay,
the
so-
ongoing future.
So the UNG is down 40 cents.
I mean, it has some big moves.
Oh yeah, so this is a big move. I'm just trying to get the contract here. Let's see. So natural gas is look at this, man. Natural gas is down 6%.
Wow.
Yeah.
All you had to do was be listening to Andy Heck's Commodity Hour last night.
There it is. Look at that.
I mean, I was listening to it and I was like, this is a good spot. He's making a great case where if you keep your stops, but
Yeah.
but maybe you're just making a play where, I mean, it's jumped. We're just looking roughly from $1.80 to $2.40. That's 60 cents. That's a 33% rise.
Huge.
Huge.
Right.
5, 6, 7 trading
Right.
days.
Right. Which is so it's going to be really cool, folks. If we really start getting movement on this both ways, that natural gas intraday is a good trading vehicle. You don't have to trade it inside the futures market. The Nadex product trades it.
Sure.
Which,
yes.
That way.
Defined risk, right?
Defined risk can be like $50 or $70, folks.
Right,
Okay,
right, very
different
cool.
ball game.
Yeah. You want to trade 10 contracts? It's 500 exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
But you can definitely get used to it.
For
there,
sure. Right.
And what does happen with natural gas, which is pretty cool, and that's why people actually, I think, like to trade it. That's why I like to trade it in general, is that it jumps around enough. When it's a two-way market. It hasn't been a two-way market. It jumps around enough when it's a two-way market that as long as you're not greedy, you only need like 3, 5 or 10 ticks
Yes.
is good money.
Yes.
So it's just up to you at that point. It goes into money, you want to take it or not.
Yes.
Which
Yeah.
which sometimes is harder to do than other times.
Yeah.
You say, oh, it's going to go further. It's going to go further.
Oh,
That's all right.
I'm trying to get our den chart. Did we post in the den?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That one there. Beautiful.
You got it. And get to your Bloomberg. Which one are we using?
It doesn't matter.
There we go. How about it?
Yeah, so the first sell down this morning, they sold that down pretty quick. We'll see where that shakes out. They got a little bounce back. Let's go take a look at some of these gold stocks. So GOLD, if we take a look at Rheingold Resources, I still like what that's setting up. It's pulling back with lighter volume. Now, what has happened, actually Andy had been talking about this a few weeks ago, that because he's bearish on gold, bearish on
Sure.
the whole sector. And what he was talking about is that their expenses would go down, and
what do you
meaning the gold miners' expenses. He was talking actually generically that all commodity expenses would go down because the oil is going down.
I was
so
hearing that
dramatically.
conversation. I was listening. Yes.
And sure enough, what has come out in the last few days, the pricing of all-in costs for these miners has gone down.
And like you guys said, as it should. Cost of production is going down.
Right.
Unfortunately,
your
revenue is going down.
No, I know.
The sale price is going down with it.
Yeah,
much faster.
The scary thing there is exactly that opens up that, you can make the case as he's making that it can get down to those lower levels.
Yeah, when you're talking about $20 to $30 oil in play, that changes the dynamic of what you can charge for the oil, for the gold you're pulling out of the ground at a cheap price.
It's huge.
Yeah.
And the thing that's amazing, just even hearing $20 to $30 oil is like a weird deal.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
Right. No, completely. I mean, even sub $2 gallon gas, a lot of people probably would have been willing to wager, maybe even 50-50, that they might never see that again in their lifetimes.
Yeah.
And now it seems like, that's like super standard, and it's here to stay.
If you weren't in the markets, you'd definitely wager that. I have a hard time wagering anything from being in the markets.
I agree. Right. No, for sure. When you're talking about forever.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
It just seems like, the extensions and the contractions, folks, in the marketplace are like,
it is
unbelievable.
It is for sure.
There's no doubt. But I can, sometimes I really feel for people that they're working, they put their money, in markets, and just, when you go back in history, they've lost so much. They keep gaining back over the years, okay? But man, the hits in markets are unbelievable.
Sure.
Very quickly.
Yes.
And now there's no doubt making the case that, hey, listen, money 20 years ago, 30 years ago in the market, it's worth a lot more money.
Yeah, for sure.
I heard John Logan this morning. He was making a good case on, and this was intriguing too, because particularly folks, John's got offices in the Philippines.
Yes.
He knows the labor structure across the world. Remember, he was talking about how it's the whole world he was talking about, that the deflation aspect is taking place because you can get labor almost anywhere in the world, and that labor is competing with United States labor.
Yeah.
And for high-end deals.
Yes,
Computing.
He has a lot of great people over there.
Engineering.
Right? I mean, we've worked with the people that he employs over there. That are high-level technicians.
Like Skype. You just hit one Skype, folks, and guess what? Everyone's up working.
Right.
Yeah.
You just deal with highly skilled labor.
Exactly.
At a much cheaper cost than you're paying for the similar labor in America. For sure. Yeah.
Right. That'd be a tough business to be in, also, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, big time. Some of the higher volume stocks in this market out here this morning. You got, let's see, Chesapeake Energy is that's down 23 cents. That was up yesterday, so right back down. Weight Watchers up 250. You get Freeport-McMoRan down 17 cents. Well, nothing else is moving too much there. Inside the Dow stocks, all the Dow stocks are moving yesterday except Disney. Disney's the only one. This cord cutting deal is going to be a big deal, evidently. I mean, well, let's put it this way.
It's no bigger deal than for media companies, especially. Well, for ESPN, especially. Right. I mean, when you think about it, there really is no bigger deal than ESPN because they are the channel that collects more money than anybody as part of being part of those all-encompassing packages.
Wow.
When you look at what are they? I mean, I think they get like $6 or $7 per subscriber, which is...
And that's millions.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Some channels get pennies, to...
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back. Dow's down 31, Nasdaq's up 17, S&Ps are down 750. We're going to bring it back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
You know what's cool? taking something that's good for you, something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. And, this market, it definitely wants to give something back. We'll see just how much we give back as we go throughout this day. The S&Ps thus far, we've had two separate downdrafts. So if we take a look at this and correlation of where we are from yesterday, this is pretty wild, right? So picture this. We're at, my God, that's crazy. Well, we're down 950, and we're at the first initial thrust on the way up. Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
So, that's, hey, and it looks like it wants to get into the bottom of that. Remember, yesterday we were talking about that. It was the 2066. That was the last time we had volume on the way up.
Yes.
It's tucking its head back inside there. And what happens, folks, is that when you tuck your head that 3 points inside back, it's a 6-point bar, 2060 to 2066. When you get in 3 points, your probability is that it wants to go to the end of the bar, So
Sure.
We'll see how that comes out, but that's pretty wild. If we go over to the DAX, I'll show you what we were talking about the DAX. Look at the DAX. Literally, the DAX yesterday went from 10,731 to 10,860, closed at the high, and goes right back down to 10,743 today. So what's that? Start of the 31.
Yeah.
That's 12.
It's within like 12 points.
Yeah, and then the FTSE. What the FTSE's done, the FTSE...
Pretty similar.
Yeah, 6245 and 6264. So that's 20 points above. But, bottom line is that giving it back pretty quick. Isn't it wild how the correlations... It makes sense, too, that the correlations take place because all money right now just goes overboard is like nothing.
Yes,
I mean, it's just,
definitely.
It's huge money that's going back and forth across
Money's
markets.
Scanning the world, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And what's amazing, folks, is that what you could not do 15 years ago is you couldn't be on a broker-dealer platform and hit something and trade other currencies and other... well, you could trade other currencies, but other markets.
Everything wasn't as easy.
Other markets,
I mean,
right.
everything wasn't.
Right.
No matter
now
what.
it's just bang. You hit it, it's done.
I was just saying currencies. They're talking about in the den, the same deal. Do you see that China is trying to limit the Forex trading for certain banks?
On their yuan. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right. And, so check this out. This is going to be a trip. Okay, to watch how this shakes out. January 9th. Okay, let's go to Shanghai for a second. So what happened is that when the China market crashed, they didn't allow the trading in, it's in quite a few of their stocks.
Yeah, like lots and lots and lots. Yeah.
That expires January 9th.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
And
is there going to be a new order January 8th? That's it. I know. I'm just... Yeah,
no, there very well could be.
No, I hear it, right.
There's no doubt. But that's going to be a big number.
I mean, and that's where you just talk about where, they want transparency and they want all this type of stuff to show that when money's scanning the world to be invested, that you can invest in Shanghai without looking at a chart like that and being
Seriously.
like, I'd be crazy to. But that's the part where when you're dealing with, they won't let stocks trade, and then you have to figure out, think about the information that goes into that. in terms of variables, in terms of what is going to happen on January 9th. Well,
Right.
the people in the know probably know what's going to happen on January 8th.
Oh, they definitely do.
You know, so what's going to happen on January 8th, really,
Right.
as to, is that going to stand? Is it just going to, no, it's probably not, you know.
Well,
If everybody just opens and they all sell,
listen.
that's where
you know what's amazing, folks, is that okay? So the Feds, when we were crashing, did the same thing. A little bit different.
a little bit different.
Well, you couldn't sell away banks. You couldn't sell them short. They basically stopped that. Okay, when they crashed.
That's very different from just stopping trading for months in certain equities.
That's right. No, that's right.
Okay.
Okay.
It's more than a little
So
different. Go ahead.
my point is this: is that it doesn't stop markets from going down.
Oh, right. Yeah, there's only so much you can.
If we go back, this is
manipulate.
where they stopped it right there. They stopped it when you can make the case whether you were 38.75 or 42 because they stopped it in the end of June. That's when and
I just think there's a massive difference with stopping trading in the worst stocks and then just reporting the index.
oh, there is. No, there is. And it's not necessarily the worst stocks. What also is this. So check this out. This is what's so sick. If you were a mutual fund, right, and you owned more than 5% of the stock, you just couldn't sell.
Right. Right.
That's
They stop big players from the market.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. From pushing stock out.
Right.
Which is just pretty wild. But
is.
hey, we'll find out. January 9th, they're coming up. And Jay says, of course, in the den that crude oil is coming up in 2 minutes. And, folks, as you are listening out here, remember that on your cell phone, you can get us 24 hours a day. We got live content, 8 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock at night, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 to 6, Tuesdays, Thursday. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow down 56, Nasdaq's off 27, S&Ps are off 10. We're going to be right back.
It's true. Life is all about choices. At Everbank, they're making it easy for you to make a smart one with this special cash offer. Open a new yield pledge money market account with funds from another financial institution, or deposit new funds into an existing yield pledge money market account, and you could earn up to a $500 cash reward. And if you're opening a new account, you'll also get their new higher 6-month bonus interest rate, along with their yield pledge promise that ensures your yield will always be in the top 5% of competitive accounts at banks nationwide. Open a new account or add to one. It's your choice. To qualify, you must meet balance and other limited time offer requirements. Go to everbank.com/TFNN for details and deposit options, or speak with one of their banking specialists at 1-855-750-4051 for more information. You must act by December 31st, 2015 to be eligible. Everbank is a member FDIC.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile based scanner in the industry, powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN has just announced a brand new morning lineup that is geared specifically for traders in this volatile traders market. Every morning at 8 a.m., John Logan starts things off with his daily program, The Global Market Pulse. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento trades the market during the market open Monday through Friday on Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom O'Brien hosts the Money Masters for the hour, and Basil Chapman hosts his Tiger Technicians Hour at 11 a.m. From 8 a.m. till noon every market day, these traders are with you as they provide up-to-the-second market information so that you can make the most educated and profitable trades possible. The new TFNN morning lineup is happening right now. Tune in to see for yourself what kind of actionable trading discussion they have each morning, Monday through Friday, starting at 8 a.m., live only on Tiger TV at TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 52. You get the Nasdaq off 24. S&Ps are down 950. And if we do go over that oil market, this is quite a miss when you actually take a look at it. So,
yep. So oil came in with a rise, right, of what, 2.6 million barrels, and they expected a decline of 2.5 million barrels. So that's quite a big difference.
Huge.
Yeah,
Huge.
We're talking about 5 million barrels, and we're watching. We'll pull it up.
yeah.
The live oil market, and there was a spike down, which would make sense with inventories rising.
Yeah.
But then it pulled right back, and it's trading right where it is, off of a 5 million barrel miss
Yeah.
of estimates.
That's a big miss.
That's a big miss.
That's a big miss. Read the thing with the Saudi deal. Where do you hear this, folks? Okay, 30 million barrels a day for 18 months?
OPEC.
OPEC, okay.
Which is Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
but part of the article mentioned that OPEC for the last 18 months has pumped 30 million barrels a day. And they were just talking about the dynamics going into the oil.
Right.
But that stat alone was just, we were talking about during the break, 30 million barrels a day for 18 months. That's some, as the article said, the word glut. That's some glut. That is some oil, man.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt. There's, and let's see what it's, let's go to
the mind almost can't even wrap your head around that when you try and, 30 million barrels every single day for a year and a half coming out. That is a lot of oil.
Where I have a hard time wrapping my head around, I would love to have a piggy bank like that, like 30 million. I wouldn't even care whether it's down times $20.
Yeah, right?
Can you imagine?
Now, it's interesting. So I was reading an article about the Arctic today and about the exploration for energy and how with global climate change and those ice caps maybe coming down.
Big money up there.
There's deals in place where you're not supposed to explore for energy, world treaties or whatever they are until about 2048, they were saying.
Okay.
But they were talking about how things can change and trade deals can change. So all these countries are positioning to either capitalize right at that moment or to be prepared for resources to become a commodity and things to escalate and that to become prior to that, obviously. So one thing that was interesting is they mentioned how many barrels of oil or gallons of oil they thought, and it was something like 30 billion gallons or barrels. It was one or the other, either way. But I remember thinking that, that's just such a big number that you can't even think about it. But then I went to the fact that, okay, it's 30 billion, which seems astronomical. It does, but it's so funny dealing with market numbers that, okay, what if oil is only trading at $10 a barrel, though?
I know.
That means that whole stockpile is only worth $500 billion. Which in the grand scheme of things doesn't seem like that much, actually, and it is, of course.
No, but compared to $100 oil, right?
Know, and then you start going, okay, well, geez, I mean, the types of investments, capital investments they have to make, especially to drill up there.
Up there.
That is not going to be a cheap venture, and so there's plenty of money to be had, but just interesting how all those factors come into play.
Well, one of the biggest things that's happening up there, too, is that the opening of the oceans that a trading route is getting established because the ice has broken enough that they save a huge amount of time going through there. So there's going to be a battle on that.
I was reading a couple articles today, and I don't know if this was the same article, but they were talking about, and it may have been just that right now with some of the storms and some of what's going on, that the Arctic is going to get temperatures that are almost like 50 degrees above normal, and it's going to reach above freezing in between January and April and it was just like for maybe the first time ever, maybe a few times, but so that ice. I mean, can you imagine 50 degrees in the Arctic between January and April? They actually have temperatures over 33 degrees, which they say is just astronomical in terms of
there's no doubt, man. That's
50 degrees above. And
average. You know that if you're in the transportation business, the trading business, meaning trading goods, you're looking at that. They're looking at that really close in Asia because the quicker that they can get here to the market, the better off it is.
Logistics, right?
Yeah,
Totally.
Huge, absolutely huge. So NASDAQ, Apple looks like it's taking the NASDAQ and the S&Ps.
I'm just going to pull up oil again, see if it's done anything. No, so it's just sticking around that same level. Yep.
So that 35.35 is going to probably be game, though, because if they can't get out of there, it's...
I mean, that's a big number. I feel like when these things happen and it doesn't react to a number like that at all, that it's going to react to it in due time.
Yeah.
As in there'll be some volatility with a number like that coming out. This doesn't seem like...
Now, you know what's cool? This is cool what you just said, because this is what makes a market, right? So it's like, I thought you were going to say? I thought you were going to say that, geez, it hasn't got tanked, so it's like, okay, you get divergence, so it might go the other way.
That's a very, I know.
Isn't it cool, though? No,
that is, but that's a contrarian view of the market with a huge fundamental news event that just came out.
Right.
And you're saying that I'm thinking about buying it here. I'm just going over that.
Oh, I know, because you know what happened, folks.
Yeah.
When we were at the commercial break, I said, well, maybe I'm going to hit this.
Maybe I'll buy that spread.
Yeah, and he said, and he told me, buy it?
Why? Yeah.
Well, it looked like it was hammering out of the bottom.
It's because it's the complete contrarian play. I mean, that's right. I mean, it didn't tank, I guess. So
that's what. Here, let me pull this up on another. Well, actually, this is the one to look at.
I'm not going to show a lot of strength either.
I'm not trading. No, I'm worth it. Believe me. The 35.35 looks to me like it wants to get hit. In fact, if we pull up, let's pull up the USO.
You're not there yet.
Oh, thank you. USO. Yeah, see, okay, so USO has a high volume low, so that's going to get tested again.
There's some action there.
There's action. It actually, look at that. It actually broke. Let me pull this back for more days. It broke. Oh, look what it's doing. It's going. Okay, so you're going into that swing, that gap from 1075, 1077.
And with news like that,
it's game.
I would not want to be long.
No, I don't want to be long either.
I mean,
no longies today.
Not in oil.
Let's go take a look at. Let's go to the IBB. So the IBB, what the IBB did yesterday, it got over the top of consolidation it's in. Look at it's hanging there too. It's underneath it now, but that's to me that number right there, at 342.89. It got up there in light volume, but I want to see it underneath it.
That's
because
a critical level, right?
It is, because it can make it way. That was the downdraft there, and if it stays over it, then...
I mean, that's where just so when I look at the market, I mean, no matter what you trade with, no matter what kind of Fibonacci, what kind of technicals, it's like, you don't have to be a genius just to see that. That's a critical level. It's bounced up there many times and bounced off it.
Right.
Well, if you're going to be short, let's hope it bounces again, right? I mean, so you look at that level. It's a critical level.
No
it just
doubt.
ties back to things being visual sometimes and just taking it in.
It's huge. And inside the, let's go to those S&Ps for a second, because it seems that I think it just gave back. Well, it did, because we pulled it up. It just gave back half of the gains from yesterday. We'll see whether we can.
Yep, we're at that 2063, and we're in between that bar where the lower end is 2060.
It got to 61. And the volume's not bad down there. I mean, that's still an expansion of volume down there. So that's 60 still game. You get the next level. Oh, that's interesting, because if you do get under the 60, well, that's the same number, isn't it? That's 2059. That's no big deal. Yeah. You know, if we go take a look at, let's go take a look at the expansion here. So we're at 12 million shares, which is really light, no doubt about that. And this will, I suspect, lighten up even more because tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, we even got questions from some of your radio stations, right? Saying, are you guys even around on Thursday?
And
just to kind of speak.
We are around tomorrow, folks.
We are.
It's a full trading day. Yeah.
But just to speak to the fact where people aren't even, you know,
Exactly.
are you guys even here tomorrow? Because people,
Right.
It's New Year's Eve, right?
Right.
It's like today's New Year's Eve, so
So this is
let
it.
the party begin.
Let the party begin. I know. My God, 2016.
Yeah.
XAU, the HU. Well, let's go to the silver market. That's silver market. SIH6. So 17,000 contracts. Now that's still a lot of contracts for today. That's the silver's going to go after those lows. That's 1362. Yeah. You know, yesterday we did 24,000. Thus far we've done 17. Look at that spike. Yep. Someone's selling right into that baby.
Yeah, they were saying in the den it had a little pop.
Oh, look at that.
Why don't you buy it?
I know. Well, you know, when I was going to buy it
that's
just
the
then,
beauty
too,
of
it was
things.
on the Nadex platform anyway. Do you know, that's why I wasn't going to trade it in the futures
right, yeah,
market.
no,
right.
totally,
You know, I
totally.
mean, it's like, okay, hold it.
And you said you were going for a small pop.
Right. That's 20 cents.
Right.
That's
for sure. You would have gotten it, man.
Yeah. You know.
Yep.
That'd be interesting to see if in fact, it can hold.
Yeah,
you know,
I would agree for sure.
And what do you get off of that? Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3682. That's what Jay's saying. Resistance.
Yeah. Let's go see if it's affecting any of those. It affects the Dow immediately.
It does.
You know, it's.
As it should.
Yeah. No, there's no doubt.
Yeah. Just like you talk about. Oh, one more time. I mean, oil goes into everything. It's every cost of production. It's.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It is. You know, I mean, just. You mean when you think about how much is in plastics? Oh, you know, this morning, I guess Carnival. We could pull it. Carnival was. I heard that was up this morning, and I was cracking up because remember we had talked about before the number 6 oil. That's what Carnival uses.
Okay.
And now they made in the new budget, starting in January, I believe. They can only use number 6 oil now, either 50 or 75 miles
Further out.
further out.
Further offshore.
Right, but number 6 oil is so cheap, it's insane. I mean,
Okay.
you know, that's number 6 oil is the garbage after they've, you know, refined everything else. It's the sludge that's
Sure.
left.
Yeah. Just burn it off.
And that's why I was cracking up. I says, you know what? You talk about an expense that has gone down dramatically for them.
Sure. Yeah. Just
Look
like
at the size.
airlines.
Look at
and-
the size of those ships.
Right.
Right.
Right. For sure.
And I can just imagine if they use number 6 oil.
That's much cheaper too.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
And you know, is the market flooded with that too? And it
Yeah.
very well could be because if everyone's pumping more oil just
sure
to
it just
basically-
trickles down.
just to keep the
I mean,
cash flow going,
you know,
right?
If you're getting the good oil for $30 a barrel, then what's the crud going to cost, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No doubt. We're going to take a look at, you know, and what you had out here yesterday, the small caps just can't catch a bid. And, you know, they can move around pretty quick, but those small caps just don't want to go higher. And they're pretty dramatically lower compared to where they were for the year. You take a look at this year to date, and you can see that, you know, we were up here at 120, 121. You're at 114. This is going to be, you know, this will be, well, I guess the S&P's down 8 now. If it was down another 10, now it's 19 points from where we started from today. The S&P would be flat. You know,
Yeah.
not talking about fees. So,
Yeah. No. Right. But we'll see what happens.
and that's not the end of the world for the amount of money that has been made in the marketplace anyway the last 6
it's
years.
basically 1% because
Yeah.
the S&P is trading at about 2,000.
Right.
So 20 points is 1%.
Right.
So, and as we've seen, 1% moves in the market are fairly standard in the last
Yeah.
whatever.
Heartbeat,
it be.
right?
Yeah. So.
Heartbeat,
Yeah.
no doubt. The let's go to the banks. So J.P. Morgan, you know, I was looking at the the numbers for this year are not that bad, actually, how much the banks actually paid. The 5 biggest banks only paid $5.9 billion in fines. There's nothing compared to the years past.
Right.
No. Because when you look at, let's see, you look at this income, just gross income.
Yeah. The numbers are staggering what they deal with. They are.
96 billion.
Yep. So that's simply just a 5% rise in.
Yeah, you know what's interesting? Okay, so watch this, folks. J.P. Morgan. Consumer, if you break down I didn't think it was that much money in consumers, but it is. So check this out. I always thought J.P. Morgan was big institutional more than anything.
Now they're a big bank, right?
Consumer and community banking, $44 billion of that. Corporate and investment banking's $34, asset management's $12, and commercial banking $6. Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
That's all those Chase. JP, on every corner.
Yep.
And I can see that when they bought Chase Manhattan.
Yeah.
That's
a big bank.
That's a big number.
It is staggering though, taking $100 billion in revenue.
Isn't it?
Yeah. What would a fine need to reach to be a substantial, action-changing fine? Big numbers.
Yeah.
Right? Bigger than we're dealing with. That's for sure.
Right. Yeah. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
You go over and we take a look at. Let's go back. Look at Bank of America. So they wrote off $600 million yesterday. What that write-off was about? That was from the Countrywide. Here it is. That was Bank of America, the second largest lender, will post $600 million pre-tax write-down in the fourth quarter as it redeems $2 billion of trust preferred securities tied to the acquisition of Merrill Lynch. So I guess they're worth less than they bought them for. The company expects to realize cash savings from lower funding costs as a result of the redemption. The securities which pay holders 7% to 7.25 no longer count towards the bank regulatory capital starting next year. The trust securities are equity investments that pay interest like bonds. Bank favored issued them during the financial crisis because they're treated like equity. Oh, I see. So they issued and they had to buy them back higher. That's what's going on. Well, of course they did, because they paid 7%.
Yeah.
Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow right now is down 42. Nasdaq's off 19. S&Ps are off 8.5. We're going to be right back, folks.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge Heard Daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling a problem with us out here.
Tell them what we're laughing about.
What we're laughing about,
tell
folks,
them what we're laughing about.
is that we're having a New Year's party, right?
Yeah, and what did I say?
And Tom says, well, who'd you invite?
Who'd you invite? And I said, I'm going. I said, who'd you invite?
Says, well,
What'd
I
you
haven't
say?
invited anyone.
Yeah. And then he says, well, I'm kidding.
But I've been busy.
He wasn't kidding.
I know.
But I've been busy. I said, my
Bridget-
neighbor's having a big party. Yeah, you said Bridget invited some people. That means I don't know what's going on. That's what that means.
Yeah, but there's always going to be people.
No, not if you don't invite anybody. That was not the answer I was expecting.
When have you ever come into my house and there's not people there?
I would agree with that.
Yeah,
I
so.
would. I would.
That's right. I'm going as Yogi the Bear.
Right?
I don't even have to be Yogi the Bear. You know what's so sad, folks, is that people that don't even know me, don't even know the market, know I'm a bear. That's sick.
You embrace it. You do. You do.
Oh, my God. Sick, I'm telling you, man.
Danny from Atlanta wants to come. Show up, Danny. We need people.
Come.
That was my point. We need people. No one's been invited. These parties don't run themselves.
Well, you know what happens is that
you always have good parties.
every time that I start getting out of the office, and it's like, I get out at 7 o'clock and something, and I say, oh, I gotta do something now, socially.
Sure. Yeah.
And I don't. No. No, son. No, son. Oh my God. Okay. So.
See, it's already New Year's Eve, man. It is. That speaks to it. It's like that's why the market's Dow's moved maybe 20, 25 points the entire hour.
After that initial move, it's not moving.
Yep.
No doubt. And inside the Dow, let's see, 35 points is nothing. We're up we're about $1.92 yesterday.
I mean, it's literally nothing on the scale of the moves we've been getting recently.
Exactly. So Chevron, Apple, Verizon, and Intel are the laggards. You know what did happen when on Monday? See, this VIX, people are buying puts for protection right now because the VIX Monday, was up pretty good for the market still being up.
Yes.
It got, down yesterday. It's right back up there. So people.
Monday, maybe Friday ended with a bang, right? So that could have translated. Sorry, Thursday ended with a bang. Coming into Christmas Eve, as in that should have put some fear into people.
Yeah.
The half hour leading up to Christmas Eve, what is going on there? That there's a spike down.
Exactly. So they're protecting their portfolios.
I would be too
for the year
the
end.
final.
Oh,
right. Exactly.
There's no
Not
doubt.
when all of a sudden in a half hour trading where. I mean, who's hitting those buttons? Who's even at their office, right? I told you, I checked out and I didn't even see what the market did until like a day or two later for the final hour. That was it. It was the final hour.
It was.
Yeah.
And it gave up 10 S&P points.
It was quick, man. I cracked up when I saw the
chart. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
And so the percentage-wise out here today, you got the Dow's off 0.2, the S&P's off 0.4, and the Nasdaq's down 0.3. DAX in Germany is still saying that we can still have some volatility coming into this close because the DAX will be closed in another half hour. But the DAX has given up just about everything. Let's see if we're still there. Yeah, the DAX, is still down at those lows.
And look at oil.
Look at oil.
Yep.
To the moon.
We pulled up during one of the breaks, and of course there was that pullback.
36.83.
It's popped again. It has.
36.83. So. Until next year. Realistically, that's kind of where my head's at right now.
It's really tough to trade anything right now. It is. Right. Just like that spike on Christmas Eve. Where did that come from?
Right.
Nobody could have seen that coming. A half hour just spike down. Why not spike up? Why not no action? That's really the question.
Yeah. And what does happen, folks, is that you should really just get ready for next year.
Yeah.
Because
or be like lightning fast, just because those spikes it's very thin, like you're saying, and that was an example on Christmas Eve. If you need an example, that was an example.
That was a beauty, no doubt. You stay right there, folks. And man, Mr. Basil Chapman's going to be coming up next. We got our man Steve Rhodes. I'll be back this afternoon. Dow's down 30, Nasdaq up 16, S&P's down 8. Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Look at him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.